going on, family? It's your sister Michelle here. Yep, doing another video for you all. Dropping another one for you all. Thinking about you. I love you so much. New subscribers, come on in and join your sister. Old subscribers, come on in. You know how we do it. No narc zone. Yes, yes, yes. I love you all so much. Thank you for subscribing and growing my channel. And thank you for all the likes and love. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. I did a video a couple days ago about the narcissist lives inside of your mind, because they know they can't get to your heart. Now, if you've seen that one, good. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. This video is kind of like a follow-up to that. Something came to me. Now, let me explain something. And I want to apologize to you, also to you, that the last video that I did about that, I looked at it and I was kind of like rambling on. And let me explain, a lot of times when I make videos where it seems like I'm rambling on or I can't get all the stuff I'm trying to say out at one time, that's exactly what's going on. Yes, fam, that's exactly what's going on, because I can just be sitting around here and certain things will come to me out of the blue. Like, and I know it's God, the divine, or whatever you believe in. It comes to me out of the blue, and it's so much, it overwhelms me so much that I can't always get the words out. So I start rambling around my words and flip it, because I can't get it all out, because I know I have such an important message for you all that it just seems like a rambling thing. So if I kind of looked at it, I was like, ooh, I was kind of rambling a little bit more than I should have. But I apologize to you for that, because that's just how I am. I've always been this way my whole life. If you didn't know that about me, I want you to know that about me. I've told you before, I'm an empath, of course, but I was also born what my grandma calls a veil, where I guess, like, you know, I see things before they happen sometimes. I get downloads from different things, whatever, you know, and when things like that happen to me, it overwhelms me. So that's why a lot of times when I come in here and do videos, I'm like, I'm back again, because it just overwhelms me and I have to have it done. So forgive me for that rambling thing, if it seemed like I was rambling the last time. Maybe I'm rambling now. Anyway, this is a follow-up to that video. And this is going to be about the pimp mentality of a narcissist. Yeah, you heard the sister right. No good for nothing, gold tooth having, on the side of the road, down at damn fucking, what do you call it? Skid row ass pimp. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy and it doesn't make sense. Maybe at this moment, comparison a narcissist to a pimp, but it makes a lot of sense. And the reason why I'm saying that is this. It's the same thing. Like I told you before, if you can get in somebody's mind, my grandma always said, if you can get somebody's mind, you get their heart and the ass will follow. Yes, my grandma always said that. And you know, if you can get somebody's mind, you can get their heart and their ass will follow. Meaning everything else about that person will follow along with that, right? And I know that's so true. Dealing with a narcissist, trust me, I know, and you can understand that concept if you understand what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, and I think this video is going to really change your hearts in a way, and I'm hoping that it does, and make you look at things really that we never really look at it that way. You know how you see things and you be like, I never thought of it that way. I hope this video is the one for you, and I'm wishing you love and light. Now listen, the reason why I compare the narcissist to a pimp mentality is because what do pimps do? They go find women that are vulnerable, lost, or they think is lost, and they look at them people and say, you know what? I see that she might have enough value or whatever to go out on the streets and make money, right? And do whatever I need to do to get done, right? So they use that same game that the narcissist does, that mind game. It's called mouthpiece. Listen to you, sister. That's an old pimp word. Got a lot of mouthpiece. They use their mouthpiece to manipulate the mind. That's what pimps do. They tell them how much they love them and they're there to support them and they got their back. And if you give me your money, I'm going to manage you right and all this good stuff. They get inside their minds, because they know if they get inside their minds and they play the game long enough, the person they're talking to will start to eventually do what? Do exactly that. Start going out here doing all these things, start giving up the money, you know, giving it to the pimp. Now, let me tell you this. Now, this is a very important fact of this. So when you say, okay, you know, my situation ain't nothing like being with no pimp. I didn't have no damn pimp. That's not the same as a narcissist. A pimp is this kind of grimy person. The narcissist is grimy, but that's a whole different lifestyle. But it's not. Listen to your sister. They do the same exact mind games that a pimp will play. And a lot of times they'll say, now listen to me, this is deep. Listen to your sister. And I know I was guilty. 1,000,000%. And I know a lot of you were watching stuff, like we see stuff on television, or we hear stuff, or we see documentaries, or we even seen it in real life, where you see that a woman is out here selling her ass, her soul, and everything else. Nothing against my sex working sisters, if that's what you do. You know what I mean? But out here doing all this on a grind, and they do all of this, and they go back to this person and give them all their money. Never made sense to me. I was always like, you know what? That's the craziest thing I ever. If I'm gonna get out here and sell my ass, YouTube don't block. I'm gonna get all my damn money. I don't need nobody to do all that. That's the craziest thing to me. How could you do all this, lay on your back, be abused and everything else, and then turn around and give your money to a man that didn't even do the job? It makes no sense to me. But then, that's where we come in. Ain't it the same? Because people say to us, damn, how could you be with somebody, keep putting up with their bullshit, knowing they don't mean you no good, but yet and still you keep dealing with them? No matter what they said, you keep going back to them. They're running game on you as clear as day can be, seen. You're still going into this knowing this person does not mean you any damn good. All they're trying to do is use you. Sounds the same, don't it? And I hope that is an awakening for so many people, because it was a strong awakening. Ooh, I got chills. Ooh, a strong awakening for me, because I was like, I know I was judgmental on that, and we can all be judgmental. But to be honest with you, we're almost in the same boat. We go out here and give all our love to them freely. We work extra hard to make them love us, because all they've ever done is try to condition us to think we're not enough, or if you work hard enough, you'll finally gain the love from them that you deserve. Same thing with a pimp. So overall, brothers and sisters, listen to your sister. We've been pimped. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna stay pimped. But I'm saying this so I hope it sparks the brain that changes a lot of things, because I think this is so important. It's the questions of why and all the stuff we ask is kind of wrapped up in this video right here. We've been pimped. Just like a pimp, there's never no love there. It's what from the prostitutes that on the streets, it's personal gain. And when they come back with the money and they tell the pimp, oh, I got your money. Oh, good job, baby. Good job. But guess what? I'm going to put you back on the street tomorrow, because that is not enough. I want more. And what the narcissist does to us? Yeah, you love me. You've done everything you can for me. You have broken your back and your spirit and everything else. But that is not enough. I want more. So at the end of the day, listen to your sister. I hope it changes a lot of people, this video, because we're on the same level on that in certain circumstances, right? In a certain way. We've been ran by a narcissistic pimp. A pimposexual. A narcosexual. You know how I feel about that. That's my word. YouTube don't block me. So really, if you take the time to look at what we might a lot of times look as wrong when someone else is being done that way in the pimp situation, and judgmental and say, how could you do all this and give somebody your money and you're doing all this and that? Well, we fall into the same boat. It's just a different story. Listen to your sister. We've been pimped. Yes. By a no good for nothing, probably one gold tooth having, Jerry curl having, bald headed pimp. But when you know better, you do better. Well, see, when you learn and you know better and you do better, no longer can someone pimp your mind. Nobody can pimp you no more. That's what this is about. Now, that's what this is about. Learning, don't let nobody pimp you. You better know the damn game. Because with the narcissist, it's always a game. You know that. Listen to your sister. And I hope that you receive this message and really look at what I'm saying. This situation with the pimp and our situation goes hand in hand. You know why? Because those two people, the pimp and the narcissist, have one thing in common. They never get enough, and they're only there for their personal need. And you know what's so funny? Listen to your sister. This is deep. You know how we talk about with narcissism abuse, it's the, what is it, the love bombing stage, the devaluation, and then the discard, right? Same thing with a pimp. He finds a girl on the streets or somebody he thinks that needs him or whatever the case may be. He love bombs her. He tells her she's important, she's wonderful, she's beautiful. I got your back. And after she's in that web, that's when you hear about them getting beat up by their pimp, abused by their pimp, right? Dog to the core, drug in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And then they always have what? Another bottom bitch. Just like the narcissist always has something in the background. And here's the big kicker about it. After they love bomb the women, you know, the ladies of the night, my beautiful sex workers, I don't judge. And they love bomb them, get them enthralled, and they put them out there, they start devaluing them, abusing them. But guess what they end up doing? Same thing the narcissist does. Once they're used to a core, their body is worn out and there's nothing left, they get rid of them. And in this scenario, a lot of times they kill them. Or they try to give them to someone else to pimp them out again. They trade out. Am I lying? Sounds the same to me. So yeah, we were pimped to a certain degree. Yes, fam, we were pimped to a certain degree. But when you know better, you do better. And I'm wishing you love and light. Trust me when I tell you, the game don't never change. And I hope it sparks the brain that changes how you look at things. Because this shit is deep. It runs so deep, fam. You better take the time to watch this again. Whenever you feel some kind of way, you know, why this and that, go and listen to this video again in the scenario of what abusers and no good people really look like. What pimp game is about. Yeah, they tried to pimp us. Yeah, they pimped us for a minute. But you know what always happens to pimps? They end up in prison for the rest of their life, dead somewhere stinking. But guess what? Still thinking they're a pimp and they don't have it no more. And hell, they can't even get no women no more. And that's exactly what happens to the narcissist. You better listen to your sister. I love you so much. Pimp stick carrying, bitch.